Welcome back, folks. This is your old pal Hondo doing another knife review on the Cold Steel Fin Hawk. This is a polymer sheath, polypropylene to be fact. Polypropylene, in fact, it has a small drain hole right here, so if it gets wet or moisture in it, it drips out. It has this belt loop right here that clips onto your belt and stays pretty firm in the belt. This is the blade. Has a 90-degree spine out of the box and a true Scandi grind. It's 4116 cutlery steel, German cutlery steel, stainless steel. Basically, it's the same thing that your kitchen knives are made out of, which, to be honest, is not good for an outdoors knife. This thing does roll a little bit, especially when you're trying to use it for wood prepping and stuff. It doesn't really work very well for that. It has a rubberized, overmolded polypropylene handle and a stick tang like a lot of those Scandinavian knives have. It's about 8 inches overall in length, probably 3.5-inch blade and a 3.5-inch handle. Feels really good in the hand. Palm swell is really nice. It has a nice non-slip rubberized grip, so right at the bottom it has a small palm swell and a finger choil up front here, so it keeps it well nice and fit in your hand for when you're using it. We're going to be testing it out and showing you what it's capable of doing and what I like and what I don't like about this knife when using it in the field. And also we'll be using the Coghlan's mag bar and ferro seam rod combo. I've used it before. The wood's kind of wet. It's been sitting outside for the past 2 days raining, so this should be a good test for it. Alright, here we'll lay it right there. First test we'll do is we'll cut some cordage, which is my favorite go-to cordage, is jute cordage, really thick cordage. Cuts it like butter. There you go, cut it again. First test. Doing a tent peg for the second test. Cuts really good, starting out. I've used this knife before in the field. It works pretty good, but I had a few issues with it. The steel rolls on it when you start to chop wood with it or batoning. As you can see, it cuts like a Mora. It works a little bit better than the HONDO bush floor that I reviewed. There you go. Cut a point really fast. Now we're going to cut the end off right here and then notch it. Okay, we're going to notch it. Do a press cut notch for a 7 notch. Make a tent peg. Okay, we got our line started. Now we're going to start press cutting. And it press cuts really nice and deep. I don't want to overcut the notch. Okay, there you go, folks. Notched tent peg. I'm going to cut the ends off so you got a nice flat point to beat it into the ground. This is generalized camp use of the knife. There you go. There's your tent peg. It's a little bit bigger. Has a nice notch on it, so you can put your bank line in there to make your shelters if you need to in the field. Now we're going to chop some of this wood. Baton chop. There you go, chopped it up nice. Now we're going to chop it right here. Cut this one in half. There you go. No problem. That's about a 2-inch diameter piece of wood. And we'll chop another 2-inch piece of diameter wood. Chop this one right here. There you go. Chopped it in half. Chop this 2-inch diameter piece of wood too as well. Chopped it a little bit, but you know, after significantly chopping with it, it didn't roll or disform like the fin wolf did. It did chip a little bit though. Yeah, we got a little bit of chipping right here on the edge. It's not bad though. It's like a really small chip. But that's the price you get when you're using a cutlery steel for a bushcraft knife. Okay, folks, we'll see how it holds up to batoning this 3-inch diameter piece of wood. There you go. It's batoning really well. I'm breaking these up into smaller pieces. Very nice. These are actually hardwood. These are maple. Maple's fairly hard. Makes killing real nice just to get your fire started. There you go. Make a killing. So one more freaky looking piece of wood here. There you go. Split that nicely. This wood is really bad off on the bottom here because it was not cut off right. It's not like a... There you go. About as much as I can break it down because it's so bad on the ends there. Break up this piece here that came off of it. Very nice. Works fairly well. We'll see how long this holds up before it rolls. Okay. So basically what you would do to get kindling going in the fire, get a fire going. Okay, let's see how a feather sticks after all that pounding and abuse, and it still works. Look at that. you go, folks. Feather stick's really nice. There you go, another feather stick. Another feather sticking, pretty good. Okay, let's see how it back cuts. To make a feather stick. Some say this is dangerous, you shouldn't do this, but it works fairly well. You have to take your time doing a back cut. About as good as I'm going to get it with the back cut. So there you go. It back cuts really well. Let's just do some traditional feather sticking with it. Go, another feather stick, really nice with it. Nothing fancy, just enough. Maple, by the way, this is maple wood. It's doing really good. It's a hardwood. Go again, folks. Another feather stick. The spine on the Coghlans. Okay, I think we got enough magnesium to get this going. Well, there you go, folks. After several attempts of trying to get a fire going with the Coghlan mag bar, finally got. Well, folks, I hope you like this video. They work. These Coghlan mag bars work. They're not the best, but they work. By the time you get a fire going, you'll whittle away at the ferrocerium rod in no time flat. It works. I recommend it. It's made in the United States. Right there it says, made in the United States. Hope you liked the video on the cold steel. It did chip and roll a little, so you know the blade on it did chip and roll, so I don't recommend this for a long-term use knife, or even as hard as I tested it. for anybody, but if you're just using it for a fillet knife or something like that, but not a long-term survival knife. As you can see, it rolled on the edge. It works. It's not a bad knife, but it will roll and chip. So remember that when you're using this thing as a batoner and trying to cut stuff with it. You know, it's not the best knife in the world. So I recommend it for, you know, camping knife, cutting vegetables, but not wood prep. It rolled, it chipped a little. It's not a bad knife. I can get the rolls out of it pretty easy, but it did chip a little bit. But the spine on it works really well. So folks, if you like the Finn Hawk cold steel bushcraft knife, or the Coghlan's survival mag bar and ferrocerium rod combo, please hit the like and subscribe. I recommend the Coghlan mag bar combo, not so much the cold steel Finn Hawk. It's okay, but it's not my favorite knife. This one or the Finn Bear. So yeah, another knife that failed from cold steel. I like it, but I don't recommend anybody buying it. Well folks, it's been your old pal Hondo on a knife review and a ferrocerium rod review. Y'all put it in the comments and tell me what you think about it. Y'all know what you can do. You put God first, He puts you first every time. And yo, else YouTube, God loves you, so does Hondo. Peace out, YouTube.